Becky beat the feathers out that bird lady, okay? Like, Becky tore her out the frame.
Let's be clear, I ain't never took a loss. Every time I go shopping, I ain't gotta check the cost. Still independent, still my own boss. Still got bad bitches coming up they draws. Keep the beat up like a motherfucking Frito. Lucci flaming hot like a motherfucking Cheeto. This is not an act, I am not Don Cheeto. So the nigga L, treat him like a free code. Yeah, you heard right, I'm a whole ass gangster. Made him eat my butt, I ain't even say thank ya. Thought he's gon' fuck, no nigga, I'm a prankster. I can make a thug nigga feel like a wankster. Pull up down my green like she go.
What's up, Lucci gang? It's your girl Lucci V, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and you already know when you see this light right here, that means we here to talk about some wrestling, baby, okay? Today, I'm going to be recapping the very first ever two-night SummerSlam. So, if you would like to get into a little wrestling tea with me, then stay tuned to this video right here. But first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, 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 and let's get it. Okay, you guys, SummerSlam, the very first ever two-night SummerSlam. How do we feel, y'all? We feeling like it needs to stay 2 nights? Because I'm feeling like, no, I'm cool with 1 night. Before I start, I want to say, y'all, this shirt, I was looking for this shirt for so long, and I finally found it. This shirt is, like, so sentimental to me because this is the very first shirt. I mean, this is the shirt that I wore the very first time I ever went to Monday Night Raw. And I could not find this shirt for a long time. And I finally found it, so I'm really excited. Also, I don't know if it's going to be out by the time I drop this video, but I did do another collab with Ring the Bell, and we are recapping the women's matches from SummerSlam. So make sure you guys go over and watch me and DS on Ring the Bell. Do our recap. You know, we always kiki. Even though DS moved to LA, that ain't stop nothing, baby. Okay. I am going to touch on the women's matches on my recap, but I really go into super detail with DS over on his channel, Ring the Bell, with the women's matches. Okay. So let's go ahead and get excuse me. Let's go ahead and get into night 1 of SummerSlam. Okay. The opening match, Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Okay, now I will say that this match really gave tornado tag match without being called a tornado tag match. Okay, like it was not a lot of like it being traditional tag match, and I'm not mad at that. I don't mind a tornado tag match. Okay, we also got to see a moment of what we saw Jay do on Monday Night Raw, running the yeet back mid-match. Some people, I know it irritates them. I like it. I think it's funny. I think it's entertaining. Seeing Roman get involved in it is always really cool because Roman is like such this serious character, and to see him just, you know, have some fun with Jay is always cool. There also was a moment in the match where Roman like threw himself over. I don't. What was he doing? Like a forward. I don't know. He was flipping over the top rope and he over calculated and like almost really hurt himself. I was like, Roman, like you don't realize how big these guys are sometimes. And it was like, you are a huge guy going over this rope, G. Like I was really scared in that moment. Like he really almost hurt himself, but it was like he rotated a little bit more at the end just to make sure he did not land on his head. That's that vet knowledge. Okay. There was another key spot in the match where Roman moved Jay out the way and took a spear. And, you know, some people were saying like maybe that's Roman's way of apologizing to Jay since he never verbally apologized to Jay. But man, the spears from Braun Breaker always look so brutal and so crazy. And also, I want to say that I was surprised that Jay is the one who got the pin. I thought that they would have Roman pin for the win, but I was honestly surprised that Jay is the one who did the pin. Sorry, y'all got me a little iced coffee to keep going because I'm kind of hungry. But I didn't want to stop to fix something to eat. I wanted to just go ahead and film for y'all. Okay. The next match of night 1 was another tag match, women's, for the actual titles though. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Okay. I honestly really did enjoy this match. I really go into detail with DS over on Ring the Bell about this match, but I just want to say that Raquel, y'all know I did not really care for Raquel before, but since the Liv has been gone, she has not been failing me. Like, she has been eating. I felt like this was a good match. I felt like I did like the pace. There were some moments where I was kind of like, okay, is Alexa and Charlotte like not going to be cohesive? But the difference in them was actually working in this match. I did enjoy it. When Alexa accidentally hit Charlotte, my heart dropped. I said, oh no, come on now. They just got together. I know there's not about to be some kind of like crazy turn already, is there? Also, the pop rocks that Roxanne Perez did to Charlotte in this match, so clean. So clean. Probably the cleanest execution I have ever seen of the pop rocks. And then the ending of the match I really enjoyed, because after Alexa accidentally hit Charlotte, at the end of the match, we see Alexa putting Roxanne Perez into the Abigail DDT position. She looks back and we see Charlotte looking like she about to get Alexa, but Raquel is completely out of the screen, and we just see Charlotte charging towards what looks like to be Alexa, but boom, it's big boot to Raquel. Alexa does the Abigail DDT to Roxanne Perez, and boom, 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 we have new women's tag champions. I thought the ending sequence was really good. I definitely enjoyed this match. Okay. Next we have Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. As big of a Sami Zayn fan I am, this was a match that I felt like we could have had on SmackDown or something, or Monday Night Raw, like on one of the weekly shows. I was not impressed by this match. I feel like we are in like this little trilogy, but is this like their third match? This whole little build up the storyline on if you're really a good person or not. I feel like it was not a good enough payoff. The match was a dud. Like, this was a match on the card where I was just like, I already really wasn't that excited about it. I just enjoyed Sami Zayn. I feel like there should have been some kind of bigger payoff to them having these three matches and them doing this back and forth on the weekly shows and all of that. Like, I didn't see the point of it. Sami didn't end up using the pipe, and he was like still showing like, oh, I'm still a good guy. I'm not gonna lie, it's time for Sami to turn heel. Or become one of them tweeners, the in-between heel and babyface. Like, it's time for Sami to do something different where his character is starting to fall flat. Like, I love my baby Sami, but he is not going to win a world championship with this character. I'm sorry. Like, we need something new, something fresh. Like, I felt like this match really dropped the ball, okay? Then we have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for Tiffany's title. Now, before I watched SmackDown, y'all know I did my prediction before I watched SmackDown, and I thought for sure Jade was going home with that title. But after I watched SmackDown and I saw their interaction, and there were some key words that Jade said. I also go into detail about this on Ring the Bell with DS, but there was some key words that Jade said that had me just like, they not finna get my girl the title at SummerSlam. I know they not. And even though Jade did not walk away with the title, I felt like they put on a good match. It was very quick, but I felt like they put on a good match. There was some good, like, really big spots. I felt like Jade bust out some new moves that she doesn't normally do, which I enjoyed. There were some spots where I was just like, oh, my girl Jade is still green. I could see it. But regardless of any of that, though, I do feel like I enjoyed the match. I wish it was a little bit longer. I also wish the ending was a little different. I did like the ending sequence, like the reversal from the Avalanche Jaded. I do like the reversal. What was it? Into a Hurricane Rana and then the prettiest moonsault ever. I felt like the ending sequence, that was T, but I feel like it should have took more than just one prettiest moonsault ever to get the 3 count on Jade. Like, it was over with so fast. She beat Naomi at WrestleMania. She beat Asuka for Queen of the Ring. She's been on this dominant rampage. They've been building her up as this big, strong, dominant character. Like, I just feel like it should have been something more devastating to get Jade out for the 1, 2, 3 count. But I'm not mad at it. I enjoy both Tiffany and Jade. Also, the story build to this was just it was nothing there. I was not living for it. But all in all, I felt like the match was cool. Like, I enjoyed the match. I thought they had very good in-ring chemistry with each other. Then we had Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Now, I must say, Everyone hates when I say it, but Logan Paul was the MVP of this match. Don't get me wrong, Jelly Roll definitely exceeded my expectation. He took that big bump through the table and all that. Like, he had snot hanging out his nose. Jelly Roll, he did what needed to be done. He wasn't just like a layup. For towards the end of the match, where it took like 10 minutes to walk him to the back because he was injured, but Logan Paul was the MVP for me of this match. Like, I really loved the spot where Logan put on the meta glasses and had the two primes and was smacking them together like Stone Cold with the beers, and then flipped off the top rope to put Jelly Roll through the table. Like, that was so tea. Like, I loved that little spot or whatever. I also was really surprised that they had Jelly Roll take a pin from Logan, which leads me to believe that it's gonna be something else in the future with Logan versus Jelly Roll. I thought for sure that they were gonna have Jelly Roll win. WWE usually likes the celebrities to take the W, but I feel like they're just setting it up for Jelly Roll to come back and do another match, probably him versus Logan Paul. Okay, I really wish we could have saw more of Randy and Drew too interacting. I feel like that's what we really wanted to see. But all in all, it was a cool match. It was a decent match. Now let's get into the main event. Gunther versus CM Punk. Now this match here, I feel like people either hate it or love it. It was a good match. It was very slow paced, hard hitting. It was very like that old school like 80s style wrestling, which is not necessarily my favorite style of wrestling to watch. I'm a person that likes very high paced action matches. But it was pretty brutal. Like, it was some brutal beatdowns happening on here, okay? We did see some color from Gunther with some bleeding. And after 2 GTSs, we finally see CM Punk win the title from Gunther. It was like a big little celebration. And y'all remember my prediction video? I was like, they're saying that the Seth Rollins injury might be a work and not really a real injury. And when they were doing a celebration for CM Punk and it was taking too long to see like the little end credits happening, I was like, oh, Seth is coming out. Seth is coming out. And 5 minutes into the celebration or 4 minutes into the celebration, however long it was, we hear Seth Rollins music hit. He comes out with the crutches. I'm not going to lie. This part was so cold. You see him come out with the crutches and he's looking like, I gotcha. Starts to walk to the back and just throws the crutches, throws his sunglasses, ripped off the knee brace, ripped off his jacket, and starts running to the ring. Like, that was executed beautifully. Like, I know some people are like, oh, that was too predictable. He should have cashed in on the night 2 main event, blah, blah. I don't care. I thought that was straight cinema. The way he did that with the release of the crutch, like, that was tea. And now he then curb stomped my whole boost CM Punk. He done bust them all up with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And Seth Rollins is the new champ, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I thought that cash-in was tea. I like that. And, a lot of people were kind of like, oh, they tricked us. Like, they shouldn't have been, I don't know. So I saw some people complaining saying that they took it too far with the pretending like he was hurt. But I'm like, y'all be trying to say like, oh, no one cares about kayfabe anymore. Now they stuck to kayfabe and now y'all mad y'all got worked. Yeah, okay. Like, they ate that. Now, night 1, all in all for me, was just okay. I felt like the cash-in saved it. I really also, like I said, I enjoyed the women's tag match. The opening match was cool too with Jay and them. Like, it was cool, but I felt like, I don't know, the first night kind of gave me like Saturday night main event vibes, not SummerSlam. So night 1 was like, it was cool, it wasn't all that, but like, it was like, okay, it was cool. Now night 2, they did what needed to be done. Do you hear me? Night 2 cooked. So let's get into it, okay? To open the show, we had the triple threat match. Naomi defending her title against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Also, another plug for Ring the Bell. I do go into super detail with DS over there on Ring the Bell with this match, but let's do a quick little run through. Naomi came out with her father. I thought that was so tea, so cute. The match was good, okay? Was it as good as the triple threat of WrestleMania? No, okay? That like just no. No comparison. But the match was still good. My only complaint is I wish that there were more sequences where all three of them were together. Like they really didn't start doing all three of them together till towards the end. Like a lot of the beginning of the match was like one person would be outside the ring and then two people and then one person. I wish it was more like, I feel like that's what made the one at WrestleMania a little better. There was more like when it was three. But that's like really my only complaint. I was really shocked that Rhea took the pin. We know that EO is the genius of the sky. She's amazing. I thought everyone's gear was nice. I thought having the ladies open up night 2 was chef's kiss. They set the pace, okay? They really set the pace and set the tone. Like, it was lit. It was definitely lit. Okay, so the next match was what was the next match? Was that the TLC match? Okay, yeah. So next was the TLC match. It was Wyatt Six, DIY, Street Profits, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and did I say the Wyatt Six already? Wyatt Six. There were. It was a lot of bodies in that ring. Do you hear me? And that's not including the women. B-Fab, she's with Street Profits. Nikki Cross, she's with who is she with? DIY. And then who am I? Nikki Cross, B-Fab, Candice LeRae. Like I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. Y'all get what I'm saying? It was too many people. Okay, but the TLC match was cooking. I already knew because the TLC match that they had on SmackDown was insane. So I just already knew. I kind of, like I said in my prediction video, I kind of don't really like when there's this many moving parts in a match because I feel like it's really easy to mess up something, but this worked. I felt like there was a really cool spot where it was like 4 corners of tables and like the camera would show like boom, somebody getting thrown through a table here, then pan to the next corner, then boom, somebody getting thrown through the table there, and then next corner, boom. Like it was a very action packed. Like there was no like second of the match where it's just like, okay, they chilling. It was like straight high energy, straight danger, you're in danger. Like it was really crazy. But I will say for me, the MVP of the match was Candice LeRae. And if you follow me on Twitter or if you watch me on Ring the Bell before, then you know Candice LeRae is nowhere near my favorite. Okay, but I had to give her 10. She ate that. It was a spot where Candice LeRae literally went through a ladder and the fall looked crazy. Okay, the fall looked absolutely insane. But just like I predicted in my prediction video, the Wyatt Six did retain. I felt like that TLC match, I have to watch that again because I feel like there's probably a spot that I missed. Like that's how crazy it was. Like it was like, but do you guys think this is like the after like the post show or wherever it was? I saw that they were interviewing the Street Profits and Montez kind of just walked off. It's time for Montez Ford to get a solo push. Okay, I'm going to stand on that hill. Okay, so the next match we have was the no DQ match, okay, between Lyra and Becky Lynch. I feel like I always say Lyra. If Lyra Valkyria, I feel like I say her name wrong. But no DQ versus Becky Lynch. Y'all, I also go into detail of this match on Ring the Bell. I'm going to keep telling y'all because I don't want to say too much on here and then you guys don't want to watch me on Ring the Bell, but Becky beat the feathers out that bird lady, okay? Like, Becky tore her out the frame, okay? Like, I will say I was very impressed with Lyra. Like, there was a point where Becky zip tied her hands and she was, like, doing moonsaults and stuff with her hands tied. I was very impressed with this match. Definitely might be my favorite match of night 2. Or of SummerSlam in general. Like, that's how good this match was. Like, the ladies really exceeded my expectations. I already knew that they were going to put on a good match, but wow, they did the damn thing. Okay, we also had a special interference from BBL Bailey, but Becky and Lyra, chef's kiss. Like, I gotta get them their flowers. Now the next match right after Becky and Lyra just had that no DQ match with chains and kendo sticks and tables and all of that. We have Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the steel cage match. I was so like underwhelmed with this match. The highlight of the match, of course, was when Jacob at the end of the match. Actually, the match was over when Jacob Fatu finally went to the top of the cage and did like a little moonsault or whatever off of it. But this match, I was so like underwhelmed with it. I don't know. I feel like maybe because Becky and Lyra like went so crazy, it was just like I needed something super action packed to match it. But this was one of my least favorite matches on night 2. I'm not gonna lie. Solo Sikoa did retain the title, and I don't know. This match was a dud for me. I could have went without this match on the card. I'm not gonna lie. And then after that, we had my boo Dominik Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Now this match was very entertaining. It was so funny. The double chair fake out, like Dominik, you know, the old school that Eddie Guerrero used to do. Dominik brought the steel chair into the ring, set it down, and fell out, act like he got hit while the referee's back was turned. But then AJ saw it and put the chair around his neck. Like it was really funny. AJ put Dominik in a submission move, and Dominik's boot came off, and Dominik ended up like hitting him with the boot, and that's how he ended up winning and retaining the title. I thought their match was really cute and entertaining, honestly. In my prediction video, I did predict that Dominik will retain. Shout out to my baby. But yeah, that was a match that I thought like it was a cool little cute little match. Like I was entertained. Like I like matches like if they're not going to be like super brutal and action packed, if you have some comedy in there, you got me. Okay. And then let's get into the main event. Okay. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. Okay. Now, in my prediction video, I predicted John Cena. That was before John Cena randomly just decided to turn babyface all of a sudden and say, oh yeah, I was tweaking. I do love y'all. Like, I wish that could have been executed differently or better. I thought that was like really weird. Like, just like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, I'm back babyface. Like, I don't know. So, yeah. So when this match was good, you know, I feel like maybe that's why they couldn't go so crazy at WrestleMania, because maybe John Cena's body was not going to be able to take doing it 2 times like that. I don't know, but they cooked. There were some really good spots. There was a lot of finishers. Like sometimes that irritates me when people are you know, what, oh my gosh, how did I forget what it's called? When people are like, you know, pushing out of 1, 2, 3 counts, when people hit you with like multiple finishers or kicking out. I don't know why my mind went blank, y'all. I have not ate any food today. I'm hungry. But yeah, it kind of irritates me when people kick out of multiple finishers, because I feel like I've been watching wrestling for so long. Like back in the day, like you knew if somebody got hit with a stunner, it was over with. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was very rare to see somebody kick out of a finisher. Like it was very rare. I feel like now it's just like if somebody get hit with a finisher, like it's like I don't know, could be over with, could not be, you know, which is cool. But when it's like you getting hit with 3, 4, 5 of them and you still kicking out, it's like, come on now, like come on. But I really enjoyed this match. I thought they put on the show. I thought it was good. A lot of people was like, oh, we needed The Rock to come out, we needed so and so to come out. I feel like we didn't. You know, I enjoyed the story that they told during this match. Cody did end up finally getting his title back, defeating John Cena. But now let's talk about after the match was over with, you know, they hugged it out, all that yada yada yada. John Cena was left in the ring by himself, and he's like, you know, no, hold on, wait, before I get into this, I want to talk about how fake the fans are, okay? Because when they were introducing them at the start of the match, when Cody was walking out, everyone was, whoa, singing his song, blah blah blah. Then when he got in the ring and they're introducing them like, and the challenger, Cody Rhodes, they started booing Cody. Like, because John Cena have only been cussing y'all out all year, and then like 2 days ago he decided, oh, never mind y'all, psych, love y'all, but y'all booing Cody. And then after Cody won the title back, they was back cheering for Cody. Like, y'all are so fake. I want y'all to know that. But yeah, so after the match is over with, Cody wins the title. John Cena is left in the ring by himself, and then all of a sudden we hear Brock Lesnar's music hit. He comes to the ring, he hits John Cena with an F5. There's a lot of controversy with this because you guys already know, or some of you may not know. Go ahead and Google it with the lawsuit and Brock Lesnar being named, the Vince McMahon lawsuit, all of that. I don't know the status of that, the update on that, but I mean, look, a lot of people are not happy with having Brock Lesnar back on the scene. Some people are really excited. Me, I really don't have any emotion about it. I feel like I need to Google and see like what exactly is the status of him in the lawsuit before I give my opinion. You know, but yeah, I don't know who I wish that I would wanted to see John Cena's next feud to be with, but I don't know if I would have chose Brock Lesnar. But I mean, I'm interested to see where they go next from here. So it's Monday. I'm gonna upload this so you guys have something to watch before Monday Night Raw starts. And I know I usually do my wrestling content on Wednesdays, but since SummerSlam was last night, I wanted to go ahead and just talk about it right now because I'm so excited. I really enjoyed night 2. Comment down below, y'all. Let me know, what was your favorite match? And do y'all feel like SummerSlam needs to be 2 nights? Because I don't. Also, let's talk about my good sis, Cardi B. They said she was hosting. She literally came out at the beginning for 2 seconds, screamed into the mic, and that was that. I really wish they would have my girl really getting involved some more. The new song that she previewed, though, need that. But yeah, you guys, comment down below. Let me know. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on SummerSlam, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as usual, thank you for watching.